we have a guest speaker, and she flew from the United States. She is a world record holder. She's the fastest woman on the planet who, in fact, surmounted the 7 tallest peaks in the world. So without further ado, I'll be requesting Vanessa O'Brien to come over and share her view on the women in leadership.
Thank you, Era. Good evening from the fastest woman in the world, so says the Guinness Book of World Records, although I must say I feel dwarfed by the superwomen in this room who have achieved so much for themselves and their community. My name is Vanessa O'Brien, and I would like to first start by thanking the World Congress of Overseas Pakistanis for their wonderful agenda, to the High Commissioner and the Home Secretary for their presence and their support. The 2 records that I hold are for climbing the highest peak on every continent in the shortest period of time for a woman. But that's not really the wow. The wow is that I did these things having left banking with no climbing experience whatsoever on the back of the last financial recession. And this I did really almost as a challenge that went along the lines of what would you do if you weren't afraid? Today, as a British national by naturalization, as you can tell by the accent, I qualify to speak at a diaspora event because I feel I am a Pakistani by soul. I first fell in love with Pakistan on a reconnaissance mission to K2, which is the second highest mountain in the world, 8,611 meters, not too far from Skardu in the Karakoram. On my way to find a mountain, I found something much more interesting. I found the loveliest people with a long-standing tradition, a wonderful culture, and newfound friends who offered the kind of hospitality unlike anything I had ever encountered. The Pakistani culture is one that puts family first, and as you can imagine, this was refreshing to my Western eyes. I was in awe of my friend Yasmin, who had left London for Islamabad to look after her aging parents. And this was not without risk. She didn't speak Urdu, and she took a lower-paying job to go there. But she knew she could always come back. For some period of time, I traveled with Samina Bag. Samina is the youngest and only Pakistani woman to climb the 7 summits, including Everest. And the men I met along the way were charming and hospitable, and it was almost, these are in Islamabad and Skardu, it was almost as if they too subscribed to the words of Muhammad Ali Jinnah that said that there should be equal rights for all men, women, and children, regardless of their religious beliefs or political views. As you can imagine, this is not what the Western press had led me to believe about Pakistan. Now, a lot of tonight's topic is about leading with purpose. And now I speak to the women in the room. We have a mountain to climb. We don't have to start from scratch. We can take Jinnah's words and principles of faith, unity, and discipline. Since it's a mountain, we'll take the proverbial helmet, harness, and crampons. Now, I don't have to tell you in the UK that women represent over 50% of the population. However, forget majority rule. I want to tell you why women must lead. They must lead because the fast-paced digital information world in which we live requires a more feminine leadership style. What do I mean by that? I mean that the leaders who win today are not the command and control leaders of the past. The leaders who win today communicate in an open and transparent way. They admit mistakes, and they use collaborative behaviors to bring together different people to find solutions. They also show respect for different cultures and a willingness to work with different styles. Everything that I just described comes naturally to women, and that makes all of you natural leaders with the possibility to make a difference. Did you know that the percentage of women who have climbed Everest is 6%? That's how hard climbing Everest is. Did you also know that the women that are CEOs in the FTSE 100 is 6%? That means that climbing to the top of the world is as hard as climbing to the top of a company. Maybe we should give women crampons. Now, I intend to go to K2 next year and to become the first British woman to climb K2. I know, thank you. I know that I will do so with the support and well wishes of everyone in this room, but more importantly, I hope that everyone will join me to climb a mountain of their own to help advance the Pakistan diaspora and to eliminate the stereotypes of the past so women can lead from the front. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Vanessa.